Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by my page. Let's get started, because Daddy's in the kitchen. Today on Daddy's in the kitchen, I'm making rockfish. I'm gonna cook the rockfish pan seared using some herb butter. The herb butter is gonna be made with butter, a little bit of thyme, garlic, chives, and some salt and pepper, and then also a little bit of oregano. So let's get started. The first thing I need to do is heat up the pan. Once the pan is hot, then I'll add the oil. I'm going to use some olive oil, and then we'll add the salt and pepper fish and get it cooked. I'm going to cook the fish for between 2 to 4 minutes, and I'll have a look at that and see how it's going and make a determination of when I need to turn it. Once I turn it, then I'll add the butter and all the other spices to go with it. So let's get started. While I'm getting this ready, let's talk about the rockfish. So the rockfish is a new fish for me. I grew up in Florida eating a lot of fish, but we didn't eat rockfish, so this is a new thing for me. One of the odd things about the rockfish for me was the smell. It has a very strong fishy smell to it, and at first I thought the fish was bad, so I looked it up, did some research on it, and the rockfish it has a very strong fishy smell to it. So if you try to cook some rockfish, don't be overly concerned with the smell. However, you do want to cook it in the first day that you get the fish, because the smell gets stronger in the second day. It still doesn't mean that it's bad, it's just that it's a much stronger smell to it. So we're going to add some salt and pepper, and then we're going to add the oil to the pan and cook it from there. So now I have the fish salted and peppered on both sides. I'm going to add the oil to the pan, and then I'm going to add the fish to the pan as well. All right, the fish is cooking in the pan. I have the items that I'm going to add to the pan in just a minute. I'll show you those. So in about 3 more minutes, I'll add these items to the pan and get this fish all nice and seasoned up. For those of you who have seen some of my other videos, you may be wondering, why am I wearing Penn State gear when I'm always in Florida State gear? Don't take this to mean that I'm not a Florida State fan. It's just that I am a recent graduate from Penn State, and while I was there at graduation, I bought a whole lot of Penn State gear. So I'm a Penn State graduate that is a Florida State fan, but I am also a Penn State fan. So as long as Florida State and Penn State don't play each other, then I'll be okay. The only time I see that happening is in the National Championship Playoff Series, and we'll see how that goes. But I believe if the two are playing each other, I'm going to root for Florida State, but I'll see that as a no-lose situation. Okay, looking at the fish, it's about time to turn the fish. So I'm going to turn it. Almost immediately after turning the fish, then I'm going to add these items. The butter I'll add first, and then I'll add the other items. And then I will kind of tilt the skillet and baste the fish while it's cooking with the herbs that are in it. So let's get started. Now I'm going to add the items for the herb butter. So I quickly chop that garlic. We'll get all of these items into the butter. Lean the skillet a little bit so all of those items can get into the oil and butter. As with most things when I'm cooking, I have to comment about the aroma, so where you don't get to smell it through the camera. But where that rockfish had a very strong fishy smell, now the herbs that are in the butter are adding to it and making it a very good smell. So I think this is going to be a good dish. Add a little bit of salt. Add a little more black pepper.